pocket and I am going to the hotel scanning the phone page. Then I recall, oh, I do have a cash in my pocket. So that is how lazy we have become now. Even with money in the pocket, we still think, oh, where is the scanner? Yeah, let's go and scan. So we are used to scanning. Okay? So UPI. Third, email. Yes, the young boy who did it long back. Right? Again from Andhra Pradesh. He's also from Andhra. Next, anything else? Anything? Your computer has something called as, chip, processor, chip, Intel. The man who designed that, Mr. Khosla, again an Indian, right? Again an Indian. So, when we are talking of invention and innovation, what is invention? Now, can anybody tell me what is invention? Don't look at that board. Tell me simple terms, what is invention according to you? Creating? Hey, don't look at that. Okay, creating something which is non-existent in nature, right? So, all these things that we just discussed, they were not in existence earlier, right? They were not in existence earlier and now it has all come to existence. Now let's simply just twist and go to the world of innovation. Everyone out here lives with their father, mother, right? Some of them are living in the house. Every morning, your mother comes up with something which was there last night. Every house you have this thing, right? Something or the other will come out of that food which is left over from last night. Some new item can come. The old night chapati becomes something in the morning. Put some tomato, put some onion, put some garlic, make it nice. Yesterday night was on round chapati. Today it has become cut chapati with all those vegetables put inside that. Right? Have you guys eaten it? You guys have eaten. What is that? What is that? Innovation. So you have an innovator in your house every single day. And that lady is called as mother. You can't mess with her. You mess with her, you know what you are doing. So never mess with her. Good lady. Very nice thing, huh? She takes care of everyone. Very nice. So that is innovation. Right? Simple difference, you got it? Invention, innovation. Now, let's come to the world of technology. How many of you know who invented steam engine? Steam engine? James. Huh? James Watt. Yes, James Watt. But that man did not do that invention. That man did not do that invention. That was an innovation. The first steam engine was created about 85 years before the advent of a steam engine by another actual inventor who created this mechanism where the coal mines used to get filled with water. So to remove that water, he created this machine where the steam used to be created and the water used to be pushed out into the atmosphere. That was how the first invention happened. Taking that invention forward, one more gentleman again from UK, or those days of Britain, came with the second modification to that machine, which was called as atmospheric engine. So what it used to do was that it used to not only push out the steam, it also created an energy. Right? It also created an energy. So looking at these two people, James Bond was like us, they are last pictures. I love all those last pictures. He was like us. He was like, he said, why to break my head here? These two fellows have done something. Let me just put some wheel on it. Let me create some more machine mechanism. Let me create it as a steam engine. So, did he invent or did he innovate? He innovated, right? He innovated. So, inventions and innovations both have to go hand in glove. There is no smoke without fire. Correct? So, every new innovation has to have a past history. Nothing comes out of thin air. We also have past history. We were monkeys. Now we are evolved into some intelligent monkeys. We are still not human. We are still intelligent monkeys. We are still doing the same monkey tricks every single day. So except that we don't have a bit of tail and we are not running in four-legged creature. We have become a two-legged monkey now. So evolving is still happening. So innovation is evolving from invention, right? So both these things have usefulness in the world. Without some of them, we'll dwell in that later on as to what happens with some of the inventions and some of the innovations. So inventions which are created from scratch may fail, may not fail, may succeed, may not succeed. So anything can happen in the world of inventions. Take our classic case of COVID vaccines, right? Pfizer did it, Johnson & Johnson did it, China did it, India did it. How many people died in India? How many people are still suffering in the United States and China? So it is not that it was an intention. That is an effort of somebody from the world of science and virology who created a vaccine. But our fellows by nature are supposed to be intelligent people. So they decided to create the vaccine in such a way that our people are saved and we continue to enjoy a good life even now. And we have given this vaccine to so many other countries across the world. So the invention of that entire thing, that vaccine, virus and everything, one hand saved the world, but the same invention in another country has created so much of that because of failure. So two vaccines doing the same job, but one using one method, the other using another method has created trouble. Now, innovations are improvement to inventions and their success or failure is again dependent on the user. Now let's take a classic example. If we were to go and give an Apple MacBook Pro to somebody in deep village, somebody who is very deep, who doesn't even understand what is that word, how do you think that innovation is going to be designed? What is going to happen? What will happen? He will not even know what is that. Half of the time, person who is sitting on Windows and ask him to shift it to an Apple doesn't know which button to click. I have a problem with Mac. I can't. If you ask me to sit and use a Mac, I will say sorry, get me Windows. I am good with it. So, innovations sometimes is a challenge for people who are part of the technology and who are not part of the technology are always challenged with that whole thing. So, there is always a gap which is there and it is dependent on the user. Yesterday, you learned something on user experience, right? That's the thing. Where does user experience come? Although it is a very good system, Mac is very good for people. Once you get used to it, you will not get out of that system. But till this time, what do you do? Our good old Windows takes care of all of us, right? Okay. Failed inventions. How many of you here have failed at least once in your life? Great. Great. I like you. Because I am a failure. I have always failed. I have always got 0 in mathematics. I have got 0 in chemistry. That is why I never became an engineer. But I always manage engineers. You know why? Because I was a failed guy. I know how to manage an engineer fellow. I knew how to ensure that I have to get the work out of it. Because I knew these are things which I will never understand. So, failed inventions are a stepping stone. So, is it good or bad to fail? Is it bad to fail? No, it is not at all bad to fail. So I think you know what is to be clear done with all these people. Ensure that these people don't clear. Okay, so that you understand your engineering properly. So failed inventions have always helped in creating newer and better products. Edison once said, I have failed 100 times, but 100 times I will not consider that as failure. Because every new failure I have had, I have drawn my success closer. So, if you fail, don't worry. You are just going to learn your engineering much better and you will go one step more closer to becoming a better engineer. Okay? So, never ever get depressed. Okay? If you ever fail, don't get depressed. Always tell your parents, I am going closer. Next step. Okay? So, every company, big, small, startups, everybody goes through the journey. Now I will come to an example of my own self. I started my first startup way back in 2005 in the United States. I had developed one of the most advanced technology to sell films online. What you see Netflix is all afterwards. I created a system which was far advanced than Netflix, where you could sell your movies or transfer your movies to film theaters without getting it pirated. We were so advanced that if somebody even tries to download it, it will crash the system. Our encryptions were very high. So with that kind of an encryption, we won the world's best prize for that platform. We bet Microsoft and Cisco in a global competition. But unfortunately, what happened? At the funders meeting with the funders, my partner collapsed in a heart attack. We lost like about $2.5 million. Very small money. Just $2.5 million. My second failure. I started my under company. Hello? Yeah, we'll have discussion. Group discussion will be there. Don't worry. Not now. Now it is only monologue. Then we'll have dialogue. Okay? My second venture was in Singapore. I had my own media distribution company. We were doing very well. Really well. Then one fine day, something happened in my head. I said, I have to go and pick up the rights for the Formula 1. Very nice, no? Formula 1. You all guys have seen Formula 1? How it is? Schumacher, everyone. Beautiful sound and all. Singapore, they had that was the first year they had come up with the Formula 1. I took the rights for Middle East. Unfortunately, our Arab friends came here behind. Again, lost. Entire money gone. Again, close to $1 million gone down the drain. Nothing left. Came back to India. Then again started another company now. Another company. That entrepreneurship work, no, can't go and work with somebody. I have to start something or the other. Now I have created something which is a very advanced format with high degree of intelligence for funding and for technology transfer. So tomorrow when you create a startup, you come to me and I will show you the funders. The funders will know exactly where you are, whether they should invest 50,000 rupees or 100,000 rupees or 200,000 rupees on you. I will give them so much of analytics that these people will really get an information whether you are worth investing or not. We are trying to mitigate the losses which I took in my life. I don't want them to go same way that I have. So that is where we say inventions and innovation. Whatever I learned, I failed, I knew where the problems are and created my own new venture which is going to be on this line. I don't know whether I am going to succeed or fail, but that's my new venture on which I am working. Some failed inventors. How many of you play video games or have played video games? Heard this name called Nintendo? Nintendo. Fantastic. Virtual Boy. Have you seen how the Virtual Boy used to look? How many of you have seen how a Virtual Boy used to look? Can you click on the blue link? Hold on. This is how the Virtual Boy used to look. It was an horrible machine coming from Japan. Highly unexpected of a Japanese to develop a machine like that. First problem with the machine, you have to do like this. You have to be like this to actually play the game. What happens when you sit like this? Where all you get the pain? Neck, back, they will have big problem. So, Nintendo Virtual Boy became a big failure. Big failure. They just sold 700,000 of that nasty gadget. Yeah, take a look.
Nintendo released it in August of 1995. Less than a year later, it was discontinued.
Remember the year 1995?
It's the worst selling console in the history of the company. So, what happened?
In 1995, Nintendo was seen as the world Super Nintendo, as well as the previous console.
Okay, now this Nintendo was created to give you an world of virtual reality, VR. 1995, can you imagine? Coming back to 2023. Have we even come closer to the world of AR and VR? Where are we in the world of AR and VR? Third year students, electronics, communication, who are you? AR, VR, where are we? Have we cracked the entire world of AR, VR? We are still developing. So this invention was way back. I don't know if half of you are even born at that time. So it is ancient, dinosaur age. So that invention paved the role for this new world of AR and VR. Now we have very classy goggles. You just wear it. You have consoles which are just in your hand. You play around with it, and you can still enjoy that world of AR and VR which you could not do in virtual world. The second, how many of you have heard of a concept called as VCR, video cassette recorder? Have you even seen what is a video cassette recorder? All the old people of my generation would have seen it. New generation, I don't know. Even if you have seen how it looks like. The VCR was a machine this big. It used to be this big. There used to be a cassette which used to go inside that and used to watch movies in that. Now Sony, our good old Sony, one of the best in the world, failed. Big failure with Betamax. Reason, under small company from Japan, JVC, it was called as the Victor Company of Japan. They saw what the Sony fellows were doing. They said, boss, you guys can do whatever you feel like, but we will do something where we will ensure that your happiness is not for loss. So they brought down the weight of the machine, they changed the design of the machine, and they reduced the price of the machine. Sony said $100, JVC said $85. Good design, slim, sleek, very good. People say very nice, yeah, slim, sleek design, very lightweight, let's buy it. Sony fellow, poor fellow made so much of thing, nothing good with it. Nothing. Work. Third is the most recent example. Very young girl from United States. She was charged with a $9 billion fraud. And this company is called as Theranos. You can just Google about Theranos, you will see what has happened. She created something for blood diagnostics kit. And when she did that, everybody went gaga over what she has done. My God, what a kit she has developed. It is something which is amazing. But there was nothing in it. Nothing. Absolute dabba. Our fellows are better off in developing that kit. $9 billion was the valuation. And she cheated everybody, and last year she's been put in jail. Every investor who invested in her gone to dogs. Finish. Same thing. Of late we are hearing some gentleman whose name is coming off and on every day in the morning. Lost $100 billion, $70 billion. Some fellow sitting in New York released on report saying that this is what is happening. Okay? Then another company, another startup, few days back, called as Go Mechanic. Anybody heard of the startup? Go Mechanic? Go Mechanic, nobody heard?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Go Mechanic. Again, big problem for them. Big trouble. Overloaded accounting book and failed. So, why I am telling about this is, one is a product which came ahead of its time, failed. product, wrong design, flawed design, bad user experience, fail. Third is product might be good, ethics, integrity. So you need proper timing, proper design, good ethics, moral integrity. That's where you can succeed in your journey. Let's talk about some successful innovations. Bad things, so it keep on happening here. No way, you can't do anything about it. Let's talk about. How many of you are wearing shoes here? Nice shoes. Something which has got that type. Anybody? Sandals? Nobody? Okay, anyway, do you guys know what is Velcro? Velcro? Yeah. Velcro is basically two set of things that we have. One is a soft surface, one is a spiked one. When you stick on each of them and you open it, it makes sound. And it's good sound, huh? Enjoying sound. How did this come here? It never landed out of somebody just like that. So here was one scientist. He was walking in the park, and actually it is a flower. The flower, inspired by the burdock plant. This is engineer George Taylor. The burdock plant had a seed. Actually, when he walked, it stuck to his pant. It stuck to his pant, and when he tried to remove it, it made again put, again remove. So that's how he got the idea. Why can't we make something which can actually help stick things? So that's how the concept of Velcro came into picture. Inspiration by Mother Nature. Right? Not his brain. Mother Nature told him, do this, he started working on it. So always observe Mother Nature when you are doing anything. Mother Nature has solution for all the problems. Second most beautiful development, sonar. What is sonar? Engineers, what is sound? Sound and? Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Again, inspiration of Mother Nature, dolphins. Dolphins, when they are underwater, through their nose, they send beams. And that beam resounds back, and that's how they can take it. That is one. What other? Bats, when they put it across, right? So again, our scientists saw Mother Nature, got inspired. What is that? Money. So again, our scientists, our inventors visited Mother Nature and they found that excellent. What kind of new development are there? Third, Japan. Beautiful country. I have lived there. Amazing place. I have traveled in bullet train. Again, and fantastic trains. 600 kilometers per hour. You keep your coffee glass. Nothing happens to the coffee glass. It is still the same. Not even a spill. Now, big problem with that bullet train was when it used to go inside that tunnel, it used to make a sonic boom. And our Japanese are very nice people. They don't like sound at all. Even when you go in the metro train, you won't see anybody speaking. You won't even hear a mobile phone buzz. No. I am talking reality. In Japan, it is like that. In a crowded train, you will not hear a mobile sound. And you can imagine, big sound. How can you even bear that? So our engineer said, let's find out a solution. They tried for 6 years, completely. All the R&D fellows, engineer fellows, and the way the Japanese are, they broke their head, they could not find a single solution. Finally, one general manager of Japan Railways, he said, let's go to the jungles. We'll find solution in Mother Nature. He used his brain properly, he went to the jungles. So first solution. How many of you understand the term pentagram? What is a pentagram? Overhead, which takes the power supply from the cable line. Pentagram is the one which draws the power and gives the engine, and the engine can go at speed. Now, the design of the pentagram that bullet train had, this engineer saw that owl, the feather of an owl. If you ever get a feather of an owl, just take a look at it, how it is. He got so inspired with the design of the owl's feather, he said, let's re-engineer our pentagram design. So he redesigned that entire pentagram. Power supply increased by 15%. 15%. What happens when you have power? What happens when you have power? You become Jagannath Reddy. Right? You become Jagannath Reddy. But bullet train is not. Please don't go and tell him. Otherwise that fellow will happen. I have to go. Okay? So, with power, there was a lot of energy which got inside the engine. But stability was not there. No stability. So again, our Japanese engineer, he said, let's go back to Mother Nature. We'll find one more idea from Mother Nature. So have you heard of a bird called as penguin? Penguin. How does it look? Huh? No, not color. How does it look? It looks like me. Nice. Walks nicely. Walks nicely. It has nice belly like this. But don't laugh. Don't laugh at the belly. The belly, that design was the what created the base for that pentagram. That belly shape, when they redesigned it, power supply became normal. The engine could take speed properly. So never laugh at people who are fat, okay? Never. So, that was the second inspiration from Mother Nature. The third inspiration is where the whole game changed. How many of you have seen the bird called Kingfisher? Kingfisher, have you actually seen it doing things? The way it goes inside the water, comes back out. Have you seen? Nobody? Okay. The Kingfisher has a very unique way of doing things. It goes from two elements, air to water. So what happens when you jump in the swimming pool? You are in air, you are jumping in the swimming pool. What do? You make loud sounds. You splash water on everybody who is there. Right? But Kingfisher doesn't do that. Kingfisher silently goes down, takes the fish, comes back like this. So, our engine, now you see, in the subsequent video you are going to see how the engine design of the bullet train is there. They made the design of the bullet train in the form of the beak of the Kingfisher. And you know what happened after that? 98% the sonic boom reduced from manageable, right? Still manageable. So, Mother Nature can provide solutions to lot of engineering problems. So, observe Mother Nature. Civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electronics, communication, telecommunication, everywhere Mother Nature has got solutions. Only thing is we need to open our head. What is, there is a book called as What They Don't Teach You at Harvard. Same thing, what they don't teach you at engineering, Mother Nature will teach you. Okay? So observe Mother Nature very carefully. Next. Okay, now let's watch 5 Japanese innovations that changed the world. Bullet train, old style. 1964. How many of you use this? Have you ever used it? Now mobile phone is doing all that job. But earlier days we used to carry something called as an it used to be a functional calculator. You had sine, cos, theta, everything was there. This one, have you seen something called as Walkman? Yeah. This is how it used to be. This is an actual invention cum innovation of Japan. Blue light, what is there on your mobile? Okay, Till now, we are seeing the world of inventions and innovations, which is where we saw a lot of beautiful creations, some creations failing, some creations really nasty, something which is not used. Now, the reason and yesterday's topic that you have already gone through that topic session of UX, design, can you resonate something to what I just cleared off for you from the world of innovations and inventions? What happens? What designs are, what is user experience, why is it required? Is something clear, or is you have any doubts, you can please ask. Nothing? Okay. Then let's jump to the core. What do you do after inventing all these things? What do you do? You don't keep it in as a showpiece. You spend lakhs of dollars. You need to sell. You need to go to the market. That's where the world of entrepreneurship comes to play. You need to sell. Hello, don't talk. I'm going to ask question after this video. Just go back. Before I get into the world of entrepreneurship, I want to know how many of you come from family of business. How many of your parents are into business? None? You? Please can you give her a mic? I want you to share what is the business that your father is into. Okay? Is it on?
So basically,
Your name.
my name is Deepika sir.
Ah.
I'm from CSD first year. My father is into the shipping business. Like we have a lot of ships coming to the port, so my father will supply whatever material they require. Like few people require some pipes, motors, and all the food supply, stores.
So he's into shipping supplies.
Yes.
Have you ever gone and seen what he does every day?
Yes, sir. I've gone once. I've
You've
gone
gone.
and what they do in the ship, I've seen it.
You have seen.
Yes.
Did you find it interesting?
Yes, sir. It was interesting and fascinating to watch how everything in the ship works and how
Ship
the
works is fine.
industry works.
I'm asking you, what did you see your father was doing every single day?
Yes, sir. I've seen.
Yeah, you've seen. So you like what he was doing? You feel happy about what he was doing?
Yes, sir.
Would you like to take over what he is doing?
Not really, sir, because it is so stressful all the time.
Stressful. Stressful. Poor man. See how many years he's been doing it to get you all this. You feel it stressful, right?
Yes.
Reason why you feel stressful is that it does not interest you. Right? It does not interest you. What interests you then?
The technology.
Technology. Now, there is a problem that is in your father's business is it is stressful. Right? You like technology. Now, here is your option.
to create the startup to support your father and also run your own business. What are the problems that you see in this business?
First thing is resources, like he has to buy, suppose a motor which has specific dimensions and everything. It is not available anywhere. You have to call different stores, ask them. That is kind of a tension.
First tension, right? You as a technology student, what can you do to do that job? How will you reduce it?
Maybe I can create an app where everybody can list out those.
And do it right?
Yes.
One stress, let's for the poor apart. Right? Second.
Second thing is the time. So they have to reach on time. Transport, that is an issue. Delivery.
Delivery. Now let's come to the second problem. How are you going to solve it? Logistics, something called our Zepto, something called our free delivery. What would you do? You can create something nice that your appa can get things on time.
Yes.
Right? Interesting now to join the father.
Yes.
Let's come to the third term. What is the third term?
Mostly that is it.
These are what you do. Money comes on time, no problem, enjoy.
Money, it takes almost 3 months.
3 months.
They lag it a lot.
Yeah. And every day you are
Emails and constant emails and calls.
Yeah. So that part, how can you ensure that fund flow is proper? There is something called as bill discounting. You have a bill, there are people who discount it for an X rate and you get your cash immediately. It is then their headache to go after these people and get the money out. So you had no idea about that, right? So this is something where innovation as entrepreneurship keeps coming.
Yes.
So you can innovate in any business, in any set of activities that you do. Hello, please. Yeah, please sit. So the world of entrepreneurship is not going to work if you are not innovative. You have to find innovative ways and methods to solve your problems. So now she said, it is very stressful, so I don't want to go and work. Now she only found the solution. Right? Now it is interesting. So we can go and help your father and ensure that the business really scales up. So there is always a scope of improvement in anything and everything that you do. So innovation need not be always a technology, always a product. It can also be through application of new services, new approach towards solving that particular problem. So first thing, entrepreneurs needs to be inventive and innovative all the time. If you are not, it's trouble. You are, then the second generation later will say, they heard I have to talk to that same fellow. Sorry. Let's not. Now she will find it interesting. She says, okay, I am a technology person. I am from computer science. I understand how to prepare an app. I can create something. And Google Mama and ChatGPT are available for me to find out where are the machine manufacturers. I can connect them all. Now my appa can sit on the phone. Yes. Machine karo, yeah, we get it. Good. Next. Now, traits and behaviors of an entrepreneur. Let's talk the first thing. Strong leadership. Very important. Again, your father. How many people are working under your father? Huh? Only one man only. My God. Danger. So he is the leader, he is the follower. The only other place where he can show his leadership is in his house. Okay. So, jokes apart, leadership plays a very critical role in any business. Every business has somebody called as a CEO, right? Heard of this term called CEO or a managing director, right? So all these people are the one who lead. Now, when you come to a country, who leads your country? Who leads your country? President. He is the first time. Prime Minister, right? We have somebody who is doing good leadership, who is ensuring that this country is going somewhere at this moment. At least he is taking things good, bad, but at least doing something good out of some bad things. People accept him, people do things. So leadership quality. So strong leaders can ensure that they provide support to people down below. They can take people along with them and ensure that the journey is successful. Right? Every startup also needs strong leadership vision. A leader always has a vision. Without vision, we will become, I will not name, you all are smart enough to know. Right? Vision is very critical. See, he is already exactly the same style, same beard, same folded hands. You. Okay. Second most important thing, passion to innovate. If you cannot innovate, like she said, she finds it very stressful. Now she found solutions. Instantly, in 5 minutes, she gave 3 solutions. Can you imagine? She said she'll create an app for finding the machines. She'll find out somebody where the delivery can happen properly. And third is funding idea I give. Right? So constantly innovating will always keep you ahead of the curve. Last benchers and first benchers. Always a problem with them. First benchers think we are always first, we get good marks, teachers love us. But last benchers, I also had the same problem. There are no teachers used to good for nothing. I said good. But always passion to innovate. I had to innovate myself. I said what is good with me? I can talk. I can talk really well. I can take care of what has to be sold, who it has to be sold, and on who said I have to go and sell it, I am good at it. I said I will take care of that part of my life. So innovation in understanding what is good, how are you going to scale up your journey plays a very critical role. You cannot always say that this is the only idea which is good. No. It is bound to fail at some point or other. It might be good for a short term, but in the long term journey, it can fail. So, you should constantly be innovating the ways you do the business, the way you develop your product, the way you sell it, the way you advertise it, and the way you take care of your employees. Everywhere that innovation has to be there, otherwise it will become bored. How many of you feel every day coming to college is a boredom? Including the teachers. How many of you? Arey, this is informal, yeah? So nice, see everybody out there. Oh my God! Sir, Srinivasji, important time, you have to innovate, otherwise things are going to go out of power. Even in teaching, you have to come up with innovative approach. Otherwise, it is going to be both. I will give you one good example about my professor in management. When I was in school, my teacher, algebra geometry, she used to buy at and never interested in that teacher. All the time she is buying in money, X, blah, 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 blah. I was like, why should I listen to her? I will go and buy at myself and come. Never got interested in mathematics, scored 0. 8th standard 0, 9th standard 0, 10th standard. In short, 35 marks I am going to get out of 100. Same thing happened again. I went to college. I had a brilliant professor in management. Excellent. He never took the textbook. Never. He used to come in the morning. Bachcha log, aaj Sholay picture dekha? Why is he asking early in the morning Sholay picture dekha? Sholay picture came back in 1980. We are in 1993. Why
figured out. That man was talking management. How many of you have seen Sholay? How many of you understand Hindi properly? All of you understand Hindi? Yeah. No? Okay, in Sholay, if you happen to go back, go and watch this clip. There is a Sholay, there is a character called Gabbar Singh. He is the CEO. Gabbar Singh is CEO of all the Gundas. All our dadas, he is the CEO. He goes and asks bunch of 4 or 5 people, कितने आदमी थे? He started off that dialogue. कितने आदमी थे? These 4 people said, 2 आदमी सरकार. Now, what was he trying to drive in their head? You idiots, 4 people, you cannot convince 2 people to come on this side. How good are you? Why am I even feeding you? He was talking management. But what we were saying was, Gabbar Singh is telling this fantastic dialogue. कितने आदमी थे? This fellow is saying 2 आदमी सरकार. And then Gabbar Singh tells around, क्यों? सबको मार दिया. What does that mean in the world of management? You don't perform, you are fired. It could have been easy for the professor to say, you don't work hard, you are going to fail, you are going to be kicked out of the class, you will do everything, I will kick you out of this office. Very easy for him to tell, I would have also listened. So what new? Even my mother does that in the house. Right? But what he did, morning 7 o'clock he comes and asks, Sholay picture किसने देखा? Creativity in teaching? You are not bored? You are all happy? Now let's take the same example, RRR. Cut short, new generation, RRR. Was there something new in that movie RRR? Anything new in that? Anything new that you found in that movie? Anything new? Visual effects is different, don't talk visual effects. But story-wise, was there anything really so beautiful in that movie that it had to become such a big hit? Just some actors, good family background, their father, grandfather, uncles, everybody are actors, right? Beyond that, what made that film get into the Hollywood league, song, director, all fine. What plays a critical role in Hollywood is none of your song or this thing. Hollywood has better things to do than people running around trees and shouting out there. Right? What created the difference was the way it was marketed to the American public. The way they projected the movie. So, what they showed you in Andhra or in Bangalore or in Mumbai was not the same way they did it in America and Japan. They took a completely different approach. They projected the movie in such a way that people in those countries have to come and see. Apart from the Indian diaspora which is living there, all our Manavado brothers and sisters who are living in America, the Americans also went and saw. Why? Because he created an aura that this is how the Indian freedom struggle came. This is how our Indians fought the Britishers. We kicked the Britishers like that. And yeah, everybody's like, nice. No, it's so nice of you. So the way you present, that is called old wine in new bottles. Wine is the same. Right? You get a brand new bottle of wine and pour it in an old bottle and sell it off. The way you are going to brand it, the way you are going to package it is how you are going to sell it. Innovation, key. You should know how to innovate, where to innovate, how to sell, whom to sell. You cannot sell everything to everybody. You will fail. Third, self-motivation. Very important. Very important. How many of you are woken up by your mother in the morning? How many of you are woken up by your mother? Hey, get up. Get up. How many of you? Most of you. How many of you get up on your own? Man, it's 5 o'clock. I have to go for jogging. I have to go for a walk. Again, a good side jump of people. Excellent. You are highly motivated. You are becoming an entrepreneur. Very important. High degree of motivation is required to become an entrepreneur. If you are not motivated, you can never ever become successful entrepreneur or even successful students. You have to motivate, irrespective of day in day out university coming and telling you have to do this equation like this is how it is, blah, blah. He will come and say every day in the morning. Our students are like, yeah, Mira, RRR movie, super, huh? Nice, huh? There is no motivation, what can you do? Poor fellow, he comes every day in the morning, says this, bloody study, RRR movie, fellow, great money, when are you going to make your money? Right? So self-motivation, very important. If you guys are not motivated, if there is no self-driven approach, none of you can succeed. The only way you can succeed is, you have to know that I have to go through this, but just university teaching that equation is not going to drive you. You also have to go beyond what he has taught to see what is the practical applicability of that equation. You are engineers, you are not management students like me. Okay, management students can do everything. We have the liberty of screwing everybody's happiness because we are management. Right? So as engineers, you have to find solutions. You cannot be bookish. You have to find new approaches to life. You are the people who are going to provide solutions to problems. That is why you are engineer. Otherwise you become a management consultant like me. Right? So, you have to be motivated, you have to be innovative, and you have to have the passion to do things. Fourth, ethics and integrity. Very nice topic, ethics and integrity. When I was in my 8th standard, why did I fail? Not because the teacher was violating his coming. I was a stupid fellow. I was looking at the other man sitting in front of me, I got 40. He got 0, I also got 0. So, horrible. Because I had no ethics. I said, I will copy this fellow, whatever he is doing, I am doing it. Don't ever copy whatever somebody has done. That is his life. That is his business. That is his way of doing business. It cannot be the same for what you do. Mechanical engineering and computer engineering cannot be the same. Right? Both are different. You have to have two different approaches when you are going to live with this kind of an business. Any business needs ethics. Any business needs integrity. Otherwise, you will see every day in the morning, $100 billion lost in the market. And some Hindenburg and Brandenburg will come somewhere and start pointing reports at you. Ethics is very important in business. Nobody ever says anything about Tata. Has anybody said something that Tatas have done this? Tatas have eaten off somebody's money, banks are being collapsed because of Tata. Nobody, right? Because there is ethics, integrity. When you say the name of Tata, people look at you with respect. Yes, you work for the house of Tatas. Right? So, that doesn't come in one single day. Ethics and integrity is a lifelong activity in business. Trust is lifelong activity in business. Trust is how you have your customers. Trust is how you drive your business. If there is no trust, no ethics, no integrity, it's gone. This one, willingness to fail. How many are ready to fail? I like it. See? So you don't need to worry, you don't need to give them any marks, they are ready to fail. Good. So willingness to fail plays a very crucial role in any business. 2 times failed. More than $4 million lost. I am still continuing my entrepreneurship journey. I had the risk, I still have the risk, I can still play my game, and I know I can still take my journey forward. When you are innovative, when you have this leadership, when you are motivated, and you know the failure is going to be a stepping stone to take your journey forward. Thomas Edison. Heard of this name? Thomas Edison? He said, I have failed 100
got one step closer to success. Right? So, failures will help you in getting an experience of what you should not do. But if you start doing the same mistake every day, you are a fool. Fail, learn, rewind, unwind, go forward. Okay? Very important point. Know what you do. How many of you here consider that they are very good at one subject? How many of you? Very good in mathematics, very good in all the logs and everything. Oh, how many of you feel like that? Hey, I am really good. No problem. Let anybody come back. I will take care of it. How many of you feel? How many of you scored 100 and all? Arey, somewhere in 10th, 12th, you must have scored 100 na, in your life. You have scored. Very good. You still feel that you are like, any problem, let it come, I will take care of it. Then one fine day, Srinivas-Raghu will give you one cooling. He will twist that entire problem. Now solve it. You will do that, sir? Sometimes, at least, sometimes, what they have learned, that too you know what you are teaching, that they are aware. But sometimes, out of the syllabus, giving one question, and then you know what our students are. This was not in the textbook. I am telling you. Never. This Srinivas, he has done something good in that. He brought a problem which was not there. That's where you come to this. Know what you don't know. Don't expect that everything in life is a textbook. No. There are going to be troubles, there are going to be problems, there are going to be situations which nobody can teach you. You have to learn and do things on your own. Next, competitive spirit. Nice point, competitive spirit. How many of you are competing with each other here? You should like this, huh? No? Okay. So, competing. You don't compete with each of you? For grades, for marks, something? No? So nice. They are leading for a day, you want to take grade 8, man. I have no problem. No competition at all. You do whatever you will like. A very bad attitude, but very, very bad attitude. You cannot be like that. You have to have... Competition should not be with jealousy. Competition should be like a mutual feeling that yes, we have to excel. Excellence is not jealousy. There are two sort of people. One who like competing just because they want to be ensuring that they are ahead of the race and look down upon the other. Hey, I was good first man. You are a good first man. And there is one more set of people who go ahead in the race but also ensure that the other man is also taken forward along with the journey. I may be first, but at least I am ensuring that I can teach you, at least we will get that good marks, you will at least come second in election. That is the spirit of a businessman. A business or an entrepreneur always takes people in journey together. He can be a CEO, but tomorrow he is going to turn 60, he is going to retire. Who is going to lead? Who is going to lead shipping business? Appa will turn 60 tomorrow. How are you going to lead? Are you going to lead? Decided already, not going to lead. Forget, wrong example. No. The thing is, when you are competitive, when you are innovative, when you have the leadership skill, you can take people along, make your business competitive and ensure that the business succeeds. It goes for long duration. It is not a short-term duration where you shut down the shop after 6 months. No. Last, understand the value of a strong peer network. That I don't need to teach you. You people are very good with peer network, especially the girls. Excellent peer network. Where do you find that guy? You know, that guy who is going there. How do you get that guy? What is he up to? Oh, network works like pang, 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 pang. That time mechanical engineering, chemical, electronics, everybody is together. Excellent network there. Perfect information, with mobile number, house address, everything will get, including the boys. They have very good network in that area.
So, please use it for betterment. Okay? Please use it for betterment. So, when you have strong network is net worth. Net worth. Today, you are selling alone 10 rupees item. Tomorrow, you have network of 100 people in this classroom. How many of you know each other by name? Everybody knows each other by name? No, right? So, when you build a network, you know each other by the name. You can tell, I have this product. Can you help me sell it? Can you find somebody who would be interested in buying my product? Today you are selling it to one person, through your network you are selling it to 100 people. How much is your turnover going? So use network for improving net worth. So build the network now, no problem. Mechanical, chemical, industrial, everybody should collaborate. Collaboration is where the whole world is going now. Collaborate, network, and improve your network. Okay? Anything that you want to know more on this? Traits of an entrepreneur? Because without this, after what I am going to do now is going to play all this role. So last, it is the end. Like I said, my professor taught me management by watching what? Sholay. I am going to teach you entrepreneurship watching this movie. Watch it. Each of these inventions or innovations has delivered a product. I want you all to see and think which product came out of what. This is the creation of Ford motor. This is your mobile phone, actual mobile phone which was created way back. This is atmospheric water which is recently being developed. You can generate water out of thin air. Okay, so you saw how the world of entrepreneurs, people laugh at us. Anything you will do, people will laugh at us. That is how the world is. You cannot change that. But what you can do is, when you do the mobile phones that you are carrying now, you saw how the old first mobile phone was. Then it became a brick. I don't know how many of you have seen the old Motorola phone or an old Nokia phone. You can actually hit somebody with that, literally. But now you hit somebody, nothing will happen with that, your phone will break into pieces. So, now, to the most exciting part. You have seen innovation, you have seen entrepreneurship, you have seen traits of entrepreneurship, everything you have seen. How many students are there today here? How many? Total? 150. Now, what you are going to do? We have 11:30. We are going to have half an hour break for me, not for you. Half an hour break for me. In this half an hour, 15 people are going to create a group. Okay, listen carefully, I will not repeat it again, and I don't want anybody to chit chat chatter at this moment. 15 people will create one group, that's your startup group. You are going to come with the name of the company. You are going to tell me what is the product that you guys are going to develop. Who is the CEO of the company?
who is going to lead the finance, who is going to lead the marketing, okay? And everything has to be written down on a piece of paper. Everything has to be written down on a piece of paper, no sound. You can discuss. I will start off at 11:50. I will close it at 12. Okay? I am giving you